Alright guys, welcome back to another episode. So on this episode we're going to be going to the prison, and I'm going to be doing a normal loot run with my main character Zega with all my looting boosts on. And I'm going to show you how I loot the prison, I'm going to show you my patterns, and we're going to go from there. So to start off with, I enter at the top left hand corner, and then I just go straight into the first building. So depending on your build, depending on your items, depending on your gear, it will depend on how you loot. Everybody will not loot the same. So one thing you have to think about is 2214 Mastercraft, very nice. One thing you have to think about is how long is it going to take you to fill up your inventory. So if it's going to happen fast, then maybe you should just get 40k scrap, which is what I'm going to do right now. And then if it's going to take a while, I would loot more items. So for example, if I didn't have very many bonuses, like right now I have all kinds of loot bonuses, right? If I didn't have that, I would be taking everything I could. And what I mean by that is like ammo, big stacks of ammo. This thing right here, the Steel 090, I'd pick that up. But since I have such a high loot chance, I'm literally only going to take 40k scrap and up. So again, it's going to be dependent on how long it takes you to loot and what kind of gear you're looking for. So a lot of players won't even pick up things if it's not like implants or things like that. But scrap is where you make your money at, guys. So make sure you're picking up scrap. And then again, if you know a certain type of ammo is worth a lot, then pick that up. But other than that, you guys should be doing it based on loot speed. So again, you wanna find the most efficient way to loot. You want to use a pattern. So for example, I come in here and I'm trying not to backtrack too much. I am going to take a nail. I always take a nail and a plank to kind of get a free barricade out of it. 475 Magnum. I can't remember what that's worth. I think it's like 27,000 scrap. We will take the Easter eggs. If I find one. There she is. Ah, crap. I picked that up on accident. Out of habit. But again, I'm looking for 40k scrap. I'm not really wanting this 20k stuff. Now with my level 75 alt, if I was down here looting, like my last video, my 2419, very nice. My pickups would be different. I would be picking up anything of value. 20k scrap, 40k scrap, high ammo. I'd be picking up a lot more. But since I got my main character Zega with all these boosts on, I have so much loot to grab that I'm not too concerned about filling up. And honestly, what I should do is, actually we're going to do it right now. With my character, I'm going to mimic the Mastercraft implant, because I would rather find more Mastercraft items, as they're going to be worth more. I really don't need the loot bonus from the prophecy to be mimicked. And if you guys are looking for a guide on how to loot the prison, how to loot the Southeast Zone, and how to loot the Chem Plant, check out my guides. I made my level 75 successfully loots the prison, successfully loots the Chem Plant, and our next stop will be the Southeast Zone. And again, we're gonna level him up little by little, gear-wise, to make sure that he can comfortably loot the Southeast Zone. And that's where the price really kicks into play. Because up here, the enemies don't really have armor, so you don't have to worry about armor pen. But down in the Southeast Zone, that is a whole nother story. So my next episode may be the Southeast Zone, but you guys will have to stay tuned to see what we do. I did not take that. Again, I'd much rather just take Mastercrafted items. And then if we start running out of areas to loot, I will just start taking whatever I can to fill up, because I don't want to go back empty-handed. That does not help. Oh, I'm taking that egg. I can sell it. And if you guys have not, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button for me. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Join our Discord. It is 100% free. We have like over 300 members. Doesn't cost you a dime, and you can find the link in the description below. Everybody's welcome. Very handy place for knowledge, guys. People are posting all kinds of cool stuff there. Actually, I've learned some stuff just from that Discord. Not taking that. Nope. So if you paid attention, when I was looting this prison, I came into the first building. I looted all this section. I went down, looted this. I've already cleared the top floor, and I'm on my way out into the next building. I'm gonna loot this stuff on the way. Don't need any of that. Alright. Now we're into the next building. So I literally came out and went straight down. And here, I'll show you real quick. So I came out of this building and went straight down into this. I hear an egg. And I'm not picking up any ammo. I'm specifically looking and looting for mastercrafted and armor and 40k scrap. Don't want that. Take that. Don't want that. Don't want that. But there's so many loot spots because of all my implants, guys. A lot of you guys won't have that, and that's okay. What you're going to do in that case is take anything, like I said, you know, any big stacks of ammo, any energy drinks, things that you can sell in the marketplace, because you don't want to get through all these buildings and not have your inventory full. I missed this one. We'll snag that other one on the way out. M4. I don't know what that sells for. I don't think it's very much. Nope. Finding a lot of cash. Up to 71k cash already, guys. And what I've been doing is I've been just scrapping all of my, or I should say dismantling all of my finds. And I'm just putting it into bars and scrap for the clan machines. So if any of you guys were curious, that's what I've been doing. I just keep adding them in there. And this is how I do my prison runs, guys. And a lot of people are looting the southeast zone specifically right now, because if you didn't know, all the Dawn items and Dawn blueprints and all that good stuff, those are limited to the southeast zone, at least last time I checked. So everybody's kind of down there trying to get rich quick. You still can find good stuff up here, so don't think it's a waste, because there are good items here. But everybody's just wanting those right now because they're brand new, so I can understand. Nice. About time we found an armor. We've been having some bad luck with drops. Where's that egg? There it is. We will take the eggs because they can have, I forget what this is worth. I don't think it's worth 40k. Don't want those. And again, I was pretty impressed, guys, last night with that RIA in the, what is it, QR22 or something like that. Those are two pistols I've never really bothered with, but I was impressed by how they handled down here, even with a very minimal damage boost. Alright, so we're going to the next one. So, hold on, let me clear this up. We looted this area, we looted this. Now we're going to come over here, and we're going to loot the next building. I believe we can get in right here. So a lot of people will cade in a couple areas down here. So some people cade in here, which is the library, and then also the cafeteria, which I will show you here in a second. Another armor, that's what we want. That's good stuff. I don't know what that's worth. I took it. I think it's worth 40k. So we have 18 spots left. That was a nice pickup. 17 backpack slots. So now is when I start thinking, how many more buildings do I have left to loot? And then am I going to be able to fill up in time? So I don't think so. With me having 17 spots left, I don't know if I will be able to fill up on just 40k items. So this is where I make the decision where I'm just going to pick up whatever I can. And that's one reason I like the Southeast Zone. The Southeast Zone, I just seem to find more, I just seem to have more loot spots at the Southeast Zone. So it's easier for me to fill up and be picky. Whereas the prison, I always seem to struggle to fill up with 40k. Actually, I should have took that. FM Mag's a nice one. Okay. Looted all that. Let's go back down. I hear an egg. Eggs are always good. Okay. Let's check out the next building. Come over here. Come up. I'm gonna loot this. Oh, come on, really? Nothing there. Go ahead and use that. Alright, we're going to come up, follow this road. Now this is where we came in. This is the first building right here. Remember, this is the first building. We're going to go into this little side building. This is the cafeteria, and this is probably my favorite building, just because I like the way it looks. It's just cool. We're going to start picking up everything because I'm almost done. See if we can fill up. I don't want ammo. I'm only going to pick up scrap. I don't want shotgun shells. And eggs pop up, guys, when you guys are looting. Ooh, nice, 777. When you guys are looting, eggs will pop up based on how many places you search. So keep that in mind. So we're down to 8 spots left. We're gonna find that egg. Nice. 7 spots. Alright, so now we've left the penitentiary. We've looted all those buildings. There's a couple spots out here I can snag. I don't really need that. 6 spots left. So I didn't fill up, which is not what I wanted to do. Again, my goal is to fill up my inventory before I go back. And when I have to run around like this and I'm scavenging for the lootable things that are just around the parking lot, I'm wasting more time running around looking for these. So again, that's one reason why typically when you guys watch my loot runs, I always do just 20k items, because I want to make sure I fill up and scrap as quickly as I can. Alright, I'm going to show you where I barricade. So, if you go up to the top left-hand side here... Hold on, we're going to loot this junk. Junk. Go to the top left-hand corner over here. Go to the left block. Again, this is where it's calm, nice and easy. There's a house right here at the corner. So again, here I am at the top corner. This little house right here. So go into this house. Make sure that everything's killed. And there's two doors. There's this door and one more door. So we didn't fill up. Took us 15 minutes. We have 6 spots left. And, you know, that's 6 spots. If it would have been 20k, you know, that's another 120,000 I could have gotten. But we chose to try to get 40k stuff only and missed out on some of the loot. But let's go check this out. Again, that's how I loot the prison, guys. That's kind of my normal path. And this is my normal barricading area. And again, based on your gear, your implants, your weapons, armor, all that, you guys will have to decide how long you can stay out and how you loot. But 20k stuff at the prison is kind of what I would do. The southeast zone, you can get away with 40k scrap only. But I tend to always come back a little bit empty-handed if I'm doing 40k scrap at the prison. So let's see what we did here. 24. 100. 40. I'm going to see how much money we made. 48. Now that's a nice one. I'm not sure what that egg goes for. We'll just put 20. We'll put 20. So we're up to 500,000 already. And again, that took us a little less than 15 minutes. Almost done, guys. Sorry. And then we had 158,000. So 1.1 million in less than 15 minutes. And again, I do have a ton of implants on, guys. This is my looting setup. But I'm just showing you how I actually loot the prison. Again, if you want to see some cheap gear, go back to my last video and check out my level 75 prison run. You can get a really good setup, guys. Very cheap. So check that out. It'll help you a lot. And then what we'll do next is we will do a southeast zone setup build for new players. I'm trying to make a concept for each area that a new player can join the game, get level 75, and get some specific gear to go try out these areas. So let me know if you guys like this. Let me know if you know, if you guys have any suggestions. You know, I don't know everything. There's a lot I don't know. I've seen a lot of comments from you guys telling me things I didn't know, so I do appreciate that. And again, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button for me. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, you guys stay safe out there. Peace.